Have you ever experienced an itch that you just couldn't scratch or sneeze that just wouldn't come out? Well, this is the unfortunate reality for many Americans who struggle with Tourette syndrome. Like those people, I am one of them, and I also struggle with the condition. My name is Evan Sawyer, and for the past 13 years of my life, I have been struggling, but also advocating and connecting with those like me who have this condition. Today, I'm going to talk about why the Tourette Association of America, or the TAA, is worth your donation, because the TAA responds to the impacts Tourette's places on our lives by providing resources and opportunities for those with and without the condition. Today, we're going to talk about what exactly those resources and opportunities are, along with what exactly the impacts of Tourette's are as well. Ever since its discovery in 1885 by Georges Tourette, Tourette's has been a lifelong and lasting issue for those who have it. In the most recent report in 2024 by the CDC, it was found that roughly 1 in every 162 school-age children have Tourette syndrome, totaling to about 1.4 million in the United States alone. This consists of uncontrollable sounds or movements and phrases, which you can probably see me doing right now. Blinking, whistling, clicking on the mouth are all examples. In the same report by the CDC, it was also found that people who have Tourette syndrome are often likely to have ADHD, anxiety disorders, autism, OCD, or depression, which are just a few examples of other mental conditions that people with Tourette syndrome can have. People who have Tourette's don't only experience the symptoms of co-occurring conditions, but also experience chronic pain, lack of focus, and behavioral issues that come with it. This leads to a distance from peers and makes people who have Tourette's feel isolated, as they are unable to focus, and leads to frustration in daily lives, both academically, extracurricularly, and in day-to-day tasks, such as hygiene or other executive function abilities. But Tourette's doesn't just have an impact on physical state of people, it also has an impact on the emotional well-being of people who have it. In a Tourette syndrome and bullying study by the Tourette Association of America, it was found that roughly 70% of those with any type of tic disorder, especially Tourette syndrome, found that they had experienced some form of bullying related to their condition. Those in the condition that report bullying often find themselves stuck. And this is not just a rare incident, it's a common occurrence. In a quote from the same exact report, it was found that many parents and teachers give advice that simply does not work. One often repeated suggestion is to fight back, but there are possible consequences for matching bullying with a counterattack. So, people with Tourette's are often offered solutions that are not resourceful or helpful for their situation and build bad habits. Media further expands on these misconceptions as it perpetuates the stigma that there's a common cursing symptom, when in reality, as found in the Tourette Association report of common misconceptions of Tourette's in 2023, only about 10% of patients who have Tourette syndrome experience this form of coprolalia tics or cursing tics. But the TAA counteracts this by providing numerous resources for the people who are involved with it, or even if you're not involved. Online support groups are available in all U.S. time zones, and from the Commission 2012 Tourette Association of America Library, there are roughly 2,900 online videos and free guides with 10,000 plus pages of content, which can also be ordered in hard copy to schools. There are also free courses for those interested in learning more about the condition. And in the Tourette Impact Annual Report Survey from 2023 to 2024, it was found that about 888,200 participants and support groups participated in the past year. These are just some of the few resources that help build better understanding and make people like me feel more belonging in society, and especially in our local communities and schools. But on top of the resources that are provided to students and patients alike, the TAA also has several opportunities. This picture on the right is actually one I took, and I know many of the people in it. The Youth Ambassador Program, as described in the report on the 2024 Youth Ambassador Program by the TAA itself, the TAA Youth Ambassador Program brings together, trains, and supports teens to advocate for and talk about Tourette and tic disorders in their community with their elected officials before their peers. Not only does it teach us how to talk to our peers, but how to talk to people who may be higher or ones we look up to. We talk to our own congressional elected officials, and we get to lobby for more funding for the Tourette Association, teaching us beneficial skills to support ourselves and others with the condition. Through the Youth Ambassador Program, I have personally connected with several who have Tourette's, and it helped me build a beneficial community. I have friends from all over the country and almost all 50 states except for Alaska. I have friends from Hawaii. I have friends from Mississippi, Georgia, New York, California, Texas. The list goes on. It is a beautiful web of interconnected friendships that last a lifetime, and those memories last even longer. So, why it matters? So, it educates everyone and ensures that people feel welcome. It makes our society more accepting and provides an outlet for the TS patients. But all this would not be possible without money from donations like yours. So, in conclusion, donating to the Tourette Association is beneficial because the Tourette Association provides useful and beneficial resources and opportunities for people like me to feel more connected and build a safer and more welcoming society. Just keep in mind that Tourette's is not something that becomes unbearable just by the symptoms, but is the people. And counteracting these differences makes it so much easier to live with the condition.